We have one more class of English. I'm really happy to be with you. We are going to learn 7 more collocations. Bienvenidos chicos, ¿cómo están? El día de hoy vamos a ver 7 collocations más, ¿ok? Esta es la segunda clase de este tema, collocations. ¿Qué es un collocation? Es un grupo de palabras que siempre van juntos. Los collocations que vamos a ver siempre van a comenzar con un verbo. Eso les va a ayudar a entender mejor cuándo utilizar un verbo adecuado para una idea que quieras expresar. Así que mucha atención a los collocations que vamos a ver a continuación, ¿ok? Pay special attention to all the collocations that we're gonna see today. Well, let's start with the first one. Recuerden que la clase se va a hacer en inglés en su mayoría del tiempo y al final de cada explicación se va a explicar también en español. ¿Ya? Así que brevemente se va a hacer la explicación en español. Don't worry. Now, let's start with the first collocation. Okay, number 1, we have the word have or eat lunch. Okay, this is the first one. Have or eat lunch. When do we use this? Okay, when do we use this, guys? Well, we use this every time we're talking about having, okay, when we eat, okay, a meal. In this case, lunch. Well, when do we use have lunch? Guys, we use this every time we want to eat, especially in the afternoon, right? Maybe at 1, at 2, around that time. Now, for example, in your case, what time do you usually have lunch? You can use this preposition. For example, I have lunch at. Some people have difficulties using this expression, at. When do we use at? Oh, Moni, thank you. Thank you so much for your gift. We use at for time, okay? I'm gonna write it here. We use at for specific time, okay? Specific time. Okay, oh my gosh. Or we use at for an specific place. Okay, so we can have here two possibilities. I have lunch. I eat lunch. Number 1, specific time at 1 p.m. Yep. I use at for a specific time. I have lunch at 1 p.m., at 2 p.m., at 3, at 4, you know? You can use different words. Or you can use this for a specific place. I have lunch at a coffee shop maybe, at at McDonald's maybe. Let's put at McDonald's. Okay, at McDonald's. Okay, so one more time. We use at for specific time, and we use at for this, okay? A specific place. At McDonald's, you know, at work. I have lunch at work. I have lunch at home. Okay, so again, we can use these expressions for a specific time and a specific place. Okay, and this is for everything. Maybe I work at the airport. I work at a restaurant. You can use at for everything in a general way. Okay, this is the first preposition you should start learning. Now, what other possibility? You can say I have lunch with. Maybe I have lunch with my girlfriend. My girlfriend. I have lunch with my family. I have lunch with um, my boss. So I have two prepositions that you can use with have. Teacher, can I use it? Yes, you can use it too. For example, you can start replacing this and you can use the word eat. I eat lunch at work. I eat lunch at home. I eat lunch with my girlfriend. Yep. So this is how you should start using this collocations. Okay. So we have two possibilities: have and eat. Okay. You can use both of them. Okay, perfect. Karina, thank you so much for your gift. I really appreciate it. Very good. Okay, guys. So I want you to write your own sentences using these two expressions. Okay, have at, have with. Um, One extra word that you can use is about, about or around for an approximation, a not very specific time. I ate lunch about or around 1 p.m. At 1 p.m., something specific. Around or about 1 p.m., like an approximation. It could be less minutes or more minutes, it doesn't matter. Listo, chicos. Entonces, el primer collocation que vamos a ver aquí es have lunch or eat lunch. Cualquiera de los dos lo puedes utilizar para hablar acerca de almorzar. No importa, puedes utilizar have o puedes utilizar it, ¿ok? Cualquiera de los dos de manera intercambiable. Trata de no traducirlo, sencillamente significa almorzar, eh, tomar el almuerzo, comer el almuerzo, como gustes. Pero es esto de aquí, lunch, ¿ok? I have lunch at. Vimos que la primera palabra que vamos a utilizar aquí es esta preposición, at. Tenemos dos usos para at. At para tiempo específico, escucha, sobre todo si se te complica el at, it, on, que siempre existe esa duda. Ok, at se utiliza para tiempo específico y se utiliza para lugar específico. Entonces, cada vez que quieras decir en el 90% de los casos donde te encuentras, utiliza la palabra at. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, I have lunch at McDonald's. ¿Qué quiere decir esto? Que yo almuerzo en McDonald's. ¿Ok? McDonald's. That's how you can use it. Aunque, bueno, vamos a borrar esto. Ok, McDonald's. Ok, now, lo puedes utilizar para cualquier cosa, ¿ok? At work, yo almuerzo en el trabajo. I have lunch at home, yo almuerzo en casa, ¿ok? At home, at work, at McDonald's. Puedes utilizarlo para at Starbucks, at the restaurant, at the office, at the hospital, ¿ok? At the airport, en el hospital, en el aeropuerto, en cualquier parte, utiliza at. ¿Hay algunas excepciones? Sí, pero en su mayoría de casos utilizamos at. ¿Listo? Y recuerda que también at se utiliza para tiempo específico, ¿ok? At 1 p.m. a la 1 de la tarde, at 2 p.m. a las 2 y así sucesivamente. Si quieres utilizar have lunch con otra preposición, puedes utilizarlo con with. I have lunch with my girlfriend at 1 p.m. Yo almuerzo, ok. O con mi enamorada, con mi novia a la 1. Yes. So these are the kind of combinations that you should use. Vamos a leer sus oraciones ahora sí. Veamos qué tenemos por aquí. Yes, is this the only lunch with lunch or also with breakfast and dinner? Yes, you can use it for both. Recuerden que esto se utiliza también breakfast, para breakfast, lo mismo, breakfast, Y también para dinner. La misma regla para los tres. Ok, muy buena observación. I will have lunch with my boyfriend. Okay, and Avila, good job. I have lunch later. I have had lunch today than usually. I have had lunch later than usually. Okay, good job. I have lunch at home with my husband. Very good. Okay. Um, I have lunch at a restaurant with my mom. Yes, very good. Um, I would use the other way. I have lunch with my mom at a restaurant. I would use it the opposite. I have breakfast. I have breakfast, brunch, and lunch today, but not dinner yet. But not dinner yet. Okay. Very good, guys. I have lunch at different times every day. Yep. I have lunch. I have lunch at 12:30. Yes. Good job. Okay. Very nice, guys. Good job. Listo. Chicos, no se olviden de darle ahí, tap tap a la pantalla y compartir. Ayudan muchísimo con la interacción. Les agradecería bastante. I will have bueno, sí, lo leí. I'm having lunch right now. White Diamond, good job. Perfect. Listo. Vamos entonces ahora sí con la oración, ¿ok? Let's continue with the next sentence. Okay. Listen and write. Okay. I'm having lunch. I can't talk. Yeah. I'm having lunch. I can't talk now. I'm having lunch. I can't talk now. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you so much for your gift. I can't talk now. I can't talk now. I'm having lunch. I can't talk now. That's the first sentence, guys. In a restaurant. Yes, you can use in a restaurant. But, between at a restaurant and in a restaurant, I would prefer to use at most of the times. But both of them are possible. I'm having lunch. I can't talk now. Yes, that's the sentence we need to write. Ok, vamos con la primera oración, chicos. Tenemos aquí, I'm having lunch. Ok. Yep, I'm having lunch. I can't talk now. Okay, that's the first sentence, guys. Let's continue with number two. Okay, let's continue with the second sentence. Okay, collocation number two. We're gonna use this one. Keep an eye on. Well, when do we use keep an eye on? Well, I'm gonna erase this first. Okay. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on. When do we use keep an eye on? Okay. Keep an eye on is to watch something. Okay. To watch something or to take care of something. Okay, keep an eye on. That's the meaning of this sentence. Okay, Moni, thank you. Thank you so much. Like to be careful, yes. Felix, at a restaurant. At a restaurant. At a restaurant. Yep, very good. When do we use keep an eye on, guys? We use this every time we ask someone to watch something or to pay attention to something So it can take care of it. For example, can you keep an eye on my cell phone, maybe on my purse? Okay. I'm going to the bathroom. Please, can you keep an eye on my purse? Yes, I'm leaving my purse on on the table. Can you keep an eye on it, please? So it's just to look or to watch the purse so nobody can take it, okay, away. That's the meaning of this. You can use this also for people. You can say, for example, um, okay, okay, ask Lucy to keep an eye on her little brother. Okay, ask Lucy or tell Lucy, yes, she needs to keep an eye on, okay, she needs to keep an eye on her little brother. I'm going to the supermarket, I'm going to work, I don't know, there's like different things. And you can ask to watch her little brother and take care of him. Okay, so that's the meaning of to keep an eye on. Yes, very good. Keep an eye on, to look or to pay attention to something like that. Other possibility, you can use this for paying attention to your cell phone, maybe, no? Maybe you can say like, okay, keep an eye on Google Maps. Okay, so you're going to the a new place and you have Google Maps with you. Okay, you have Google Map with you. I don't know where we are going, so I need to keep an eye on Google Maps, no? Yes, you can use Google Maps for finding an address or for going to a place. So when you're driving, you need to keep an eye on Google Maps so you can know if you have to turn left, turn right, or whatever you need. Okay, so this is how you can use this word. Okay, keep an eye on. Remember, you need to watch something, and second, take care of that. These are the two meanings we can use for or with this expression. Okay, very good. Listo, chicos. Entonces, ¿para qué utilizamos keep an eye on? Es como decir sencillamente echarle un ojo, ¿ok? O a algo. Para dos cosas, ¿no? Uno, para vigilar algo, para ver algo. Y dos, para poder cuidarlo. Si vas a darle una ojeada, vas a darle una mirada, vas a echarle un ojo, pues es para que lo cuides. Por ejemplo, can you keep an eye on my purse? Puedes echarle un ojo a mi cartera, ¿ok? A mi bolso. Sí, no sé, me voy al baño y quiero que le den una mirada, ¿no? No creo que nadie se lleve eso. Can you keep an eye on my purse? Okay. Segundo, ask Lucy to keep an eye on her little brother. Ask Lucy. Pídele a Lucy, ¿ok? Pídele a Lucy que le eche una vista a su pequeño hermano o a su hermanito. Why? Because it's dangerous to leave a little kid alone, right? Entonces, si tú vas a salir, vas a dejar al niño con alguien, obviamente le dices eso, ¿no? Hey, can you keep Lucy? Can you ask Lucy to keep an eye on her little brother? That's the other expression. Next one, we have keep an eye on Google Maps, ¿no? Échale una mirada, ok, a esta aplicación, al Google Maps. Si estás manejando o estás yendo a un lugar, pues tienes que estar prestando atención, ok? Keep an eye on Google Maps. Yep, that's how you can use this one. Okay, thank you very much, Jazz, for your gift. Thank you for the fireworks. George saying hello, how are you doing? Get the door. Okay, Felix, hello. Please, guys, write your sentences. Pongan sus oraciones, chicos, utilizando keep an eye on. Okay, vamos a ir leyendo. Can you keep an eye on my boyfriend? Okay. Why? Puedes vigilar o puedes darle un vistazo a mi novio, dice. This floor is worn. Keep an eye on it. Uh-huh, that's right. Um, when I spend time with my grandchildren, I always keep an eye on them. Yes, that's a good one, Irina. Do you have grandchildren? Really? It's slippery outside, keep an eye on it. No, in that case, we shouldn't use that. Um, in that case, it's like watch out or watch your step. It's much better. So when you're talking about a slippery surface, like, hey, watch out, be careful. Look at, keep an eye on it. It's not very common, unless you are writing like you are telling a person that is driving. Hey, keep an eye on the road. It's slippery. Yes, you can use it. But it's slippery outside. No. Watch out or watch your step. It's much better. Keep your eye on him because he looks suspicious to me. Yes? Uh-huh. Very good. Good job, guys. Perfect. Keep an eye on this measurement. Okay. It's good. Can you keep an eye on my homework, Sergio? Can you keep an eye on my homework? Si ya tenemos el on aquí, di directamente qué es lo que deseas que observe, ¿no? En este caso, can you keep an eye on my homework? Mm, ahora, en este caso, keep an eye on es nuevamente dos funciones. Watch, mirar y dos, cuidar. O sea, mirar para cuidar. Entonces, como que mirar mi cuaderno, mi tarea, no. Can you take a look on my homework? Si quieres decir, puedes revisar, puedes darle una ojeada. Can you take a look at? Yes, it's much better. Josh, Dimar, hello. Keep an eye on my baby while I'm going to the store. Yes, that's a good example. Keep an eye on my car. That's a good one too. Yes, I have four grandchildren. Really? Whoa, that's interesting. I keep my son. I keep my eye on studying for this exam. Yes, it could be possible. Yes. Sergio, like to keep an eye on, yes, maybe, but you can say this if you are the teacher. Yes, you are asking maybe another teacher to keep an eye on your students because you have to leave. I don't know, maybe the principal is calling you, like, hey, Mr. Lopez, come to my office. So you ask a fellow teacher and ask the fellow teacher to keep an eye on your students, okay, because they are in an exam. In that case, yes, you can use keep an eye on. Okay, very good. So remember these two things, okay? Keep an eye on, to watch, and take care. We have these two functions: observar y cuidar. Algo, okay? Algo. These are the two functions we have here. White Diamond, hello. Thank you very much for your rose. Let's continue with the following sentence, guys. Okay. Let's see. Can you keep an eye on the oven, please? Okay. Can you keep an eye on the oven? Can you keep an eye on the oven? One more time. Can you keep an eye on the oven? Yes. Keep an eye on your wallet when you're at the market. Yeah, it's possible too. Like, but keep an eye on your wallet occasionally in the supermarket, no? Because when you're talking about keep an eye on, it's literally to watch. Okay, to watch. The owner gave a order to him on the principal. Mm, The order, no, the owner ordered him the to keep an eye on the principal. Yes. Very good. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Let's continue. Thank you very much, Money. Thank you. Okay, that principal. Okay. Can you keep an eye? Okay. Can you keep an eye on the oven? Guys, what does oven mean? What's the meaning of oven? Can you keep an eye on the oven? What's the meaning of oven, guys? Okay, where we prepare food. Yes, will you open the oven, put, I don't know, maybe a cake, oh, chicken. Yes, it's a good place you can use or you can put things. Okay, perfect, guys. Good job. Okay, let's continue again with the next part. Give me a minute, guys. One moment, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, 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 okay. We're back. Okay, we need to get back. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, guys. What happened? Yeah, we're back. I'm back. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, there's some problems here. Okay, call it a day. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's continue with number three, guys. Let's continue with the following collocation. Okay, number three. This one is make an exception. Make an exception. Okay. When do we use make an exception, guys? Okay. When we use this when we show flexibility, no? This is for flexibility or permission. So we can use make an an exception on. Okay, we are going to use this a lot. Number one. Okay, number one. We can say, for example, um, I uh we can make an exception. Okay, we can make an exception for you. So the correct preposition, it's this one, for. Okay, hello everyone again. Okay, welcome back, guys. Welcome, guys. Okay, we're back on the live stream. Okay, we can make an exception for you. Okay, this is something that we can use. We can make an exception for. We can make an exception this time. Okay, we are. Okay, or we will make an exception. Okay, we'll make an exception this time. Okay, we'll make an exception this time. We never make exceptions, but we're going to make an exception this time. Now, remember that for making exceptions, we're going to use for a lot. Okay, this is something that you need to keep in mind to um, use this preposition for. Okay, in order to help you use it for everything. For. We never use with. Okay, I'm going to make an exception with you. No. Okay. Can you make an exception with me? No. Can you make an exception for me? That's much better. Okay? That's much better. Yeah, maybe when you're talking about turn off the cell phone, okay, turn off the cell phone. But in this case, the cell phone ran out of battery. The cell phone died. The cell phone died because it ran out of battery. Okay, we'll make an exception for you. Okay, guys, please, we never use a with here. Yes, please, keep this in mind. Listo. Entonces, en este caso, recuerden, cuando hablamos acerca de make an exception, hacer una excepción, utilizamos esta preposición, for you. Vamos a hacer una excepción contigo. Teacher, pero yo quiero utilizar with you, porque with you significa contigo. Sí, pero la preposición que utilizamos o que se utiliza para esto es for you. Okay, for you. Maybe you can say other possibility. I had to make an exception. Okay, for this exam. Okay, yo tuve que hacer una excepción para este examen o por este examen. Nuevamente, no vamos a utilizar with, ¿ok? No vayan a cometer ese error de utilizar with aquí. We had to make an exception for this exam, ¿ok? Otra opción que podrías utilizar es to, ¿no? We have to make an exception to help you, ¿ok? We have to make an exception to arrive early. Okay, we have to make an exception to study for more time. So in this case, we use these prepositions that are much better. Okay, can you borrow your car? Can I borrow your car? I can't, but I can make an exception for you. Muy bien, Ana. That's the way we can use this. I can make an exception for you. Okay, don't write or don't use with you. I'll make an exception for you to stay up if you can get up early tomorrow. Yes, that's a good one. Thank you very much for sharing. Gracias, chicos, por compartir. Thank you very much. No se olviden de darle ahí tap tap a la pantalla, por favor. Andrés, hello. Gracias. Thank you so much. ¿Qué más tenemos? A ver, can we use about like an exception? Can we make an exception about the exam? Yes, it's also possible. Yes. About is very acceptable. I made I made an exception for you. Ana, cada vez que utilices pasado, no se utiliza was allí. El verbo principal es make. ¿Cuál es el pasado de make? What's the simple past of make? Made. Ahí ponemos. I made an exception for you. An exception. Esto es pasado simple. Entonces, was se utiliza cuando no hay otro verbo. Si yo quiero decir yo estaba, I was. Yo era, I was. Pero yo quiero decir acá, yo hice una excepción. El verbo principal es make. Entonces, was ya no sería necesario. I made an exception for you. Ok, yo hice una excepción contigo. Very good. Keep an eye on the student. I don't make an exception. Okay, for him. I can make an exception for any time. For any time only? For one time only. Okay. My boss made an exception for my day off. Okay, good job. Ah, apagar la estufa. Okay, turn off, I think. Turn off the stove. I will make an exception for you about this item. Yes. He made an exception, Sergio, for me. For me. We mentioned here, okay, with you, no, for you. It's the same. He made an exception for me. Yep. Be careful with that preposition. We made an exception for Mark in paradise. Okay. Do you want to lend me some money? I can make an exception for you. Muy bien, está bien. If you promise to behave, I will make an exception. Yes, good job. Okay, guys, let's continue with the dictation. Vamos con el dictado. Listen and write. Okay. Pets are not allowed, but we'll make an exception. Pets are not allowed, but we'll make an exception. Pets are not allowed, but we'll make an exception. Well, that's the sentence you need to write, guys. Listo, chicos. No se olviden de darle ahí tiki tiki a la pantalla y compartir. Ayúdenme, chicos, para poder seguir llegando a más alumnos. Please. Okay, one more time. Pets are not allowed, but we'll make an exception. Very good. There's no need to make an exception for me. Yes, that's a good one. Vamos a escribir entonces la oración. ¿Qué habíamos dicho? Primera parte, pets are not, are not allowed. O podrías utilizar la contracción. Pets aren't. Ok, cualquiera de los dos. Pets are not allowed. Pets aren't allowed. Guys, what does allowed mean? ¿Qué significa la palabra allowed? Pets are not allowed. Okay, comma, but. Okay, will make an exception. Will make an exception. Muy bien. Ok, vamos por aquí. Ya, listo. Perfect. Ok. Pets are not allowed. Las mascotas no están permitidas. Ok. No, no tienen permiso de ingresar. But we'll make an exception. Pero vamos a hacer una excepción. Ok. Very good. Pets are not allowed. Number 4. Vamos con la número 4. Number 4. Siguiente collocation es make a deal. Make a deal. Okay, what does make a deal mean, guys? What is the meaning of this word? Okay, what is the meaning of this word? To negotiate. Okay, negotiate. Okay, to negotiate. To make a deal is to negotiate. Make a deal. Hacer un trato. Yes, to make a deal. Now, look at this. Make. Make an exception, make a deal. Teacher, can I say do? Yo sé que do también significa make. Is it possible to say do a deal? Do an exception? Because I know that do is also hacer. Is this possible? Is it possible to say do a deal? Do an exception? What do you think? Okay, Donna Mira, hello, welcome. In this case, no. Okay. Why, guys? Because remember, a collocation is a phrase that have specific words. Recuerden que los collocations son frases que se utilizan con un determinado verbo. Entonces, teacher, yo sé que do también significa hacer, entonces puedo poner do a deal y make a deal. No, porque el collocation, o sea, la frase, solamente te acepta make a deal. Si tú dices do a deal, te van a entender, pero no vas a sonar natural. Be careful with that. Por eso algunos se confunden. Algunos dicen, teacher, no sé cuándo se utiliza make, cuándo se utiliza do. Ahí tienes la razón. Porque en algunos casos, como los que estamos viendo, estas frases solamente te piden, solamente te aceptan make. ¿Qué hago, teacher? Memoriza. ¿Ok? Memorize. Para eso es la clase. ¿Ok? Para eso quiero que practiques. Para eso quiero que hagas tus oraciones. Si no haces las oraciones, no practicas, obviamente te vas a olvidar. Y cuando quieras decir, oh, voy a hacer una excepción. Ay, no sé si es make o do. ¿Qué pongo? Vas a estar estresado. Okay, very good. Karina, thank you. Thank you so much for your gift. I really appreciate it. Okay, make a deal. Vamos entonces con la primera parte. Okay, make a deal with. I make a deal with. Okay, I make a deal with my boss. I make a deal with my boss. What is the preposition we're using here? With. I make a deal with my kids. I make a deal with my husband, with my wife. I make a deal with my teacher. Yes? So we can use this a lot. With, it's a good way to do that. Now, what else can we use? For example, I made a deal on the car. We have the second word here, on. I make a deal on the car. It means that I negotiated, okay? I negotiated the car. Okay, hice un trato sobre el carro o acerca del carro, okay? Logré un buen negocio, quise el precio. Si yo lo estoy vendiendo, conseguí un buen precio. Si yo lo estoy comprando, conseguí un buen precio, okay? I made a deal. Okay, on the car. Yes, number 2. I made a deal. Simple past. I made a deal on the final price. Ok, logré un trato sobre el precio final, ¿no? O con respecto al precio final. On. So, as you can see here, we use with or we can use on here. Both of them are very acceptable. Yeah, very good, guys. So I want you to write your own sentences using make a deal. Okay, make a deal. Okay, make a deal with strong people, George said. Make a deal with strong people and keep an eye on competitors and don't make an exception for it. Yes, that's a good one. Good job. I don't make a deal with people that don't keep their words. Okay, very good. That's a good sentence too. Okay, so hacer un trato with someone and made a deal on something. I made a deal on the house. Okay, hice un trato sobre la casa, ¿no? Ok, hice un trato sobre el precio. Sí, hice un trato sobre el carro. Ok, conseguí un buen trato. Yep, so that's how you can use these expressions here. Well, let's continue now with the following sentence. Please, guys, listen and write. Listen and write. What do we have? Ah, okay. She finally made a deal with her parents. She finally made a deal with her parents. She finally made a deal with her parents. Okay, listen and write. Okay, good job. Let's make a deal. Uh-huh. I will teach you if you give me tap taps. Yes, so that's a good one. I made a deal with a great person. Yes, I made a deal with only people who I made a deal. I only made a deal with people who don't have a toxic personality. Yes, I only made a deal. Only comes before. I made a deal with a great person. Yes, Kenya, hello. Thank you very much for your gift. Okay, let's write it down. Vamos a escribir la oración, okay? She finally. Okay, she finally made a deal. Okay, she finally made a deal with their parents. Yeah, that's the sentence you need to write, guys. Okay, she finally made a deal with her parents. Finalmente hizo un trato con sus padres. Okay, she finally made a deal with her parents. Let's continue with number 5. Okay, number 5, guys, is to go abroad. Go abroad. Okay, when do we use go abroad, guys? Okay, to travel. Okay. Uh-huh. To travel to a different country. Okay, to go abroad is to travel to different country, to a different country. Oh my gosh. Give me a second. Okay, very good. Very good, guys. Now, you can use this every time you are going to travel to a different country, not your country, to a different country. If you are from South America, it could be to travel to a different country that is near or around you. If you're from Peru, you can travel abroad to Argentina, to Brazil, to the United States. Okay, if you're from Mexico, you can go abroad to uh, Canada, to Spain, to Australia. Okay, so that is to travel abroad or to go abroad. Yeah. So that's how you can use this expression. Okay. Okay, hello guys. Welcome. Okay, very good. Now, what else do we have here, guys? Go abroad. We can use, for example, number one, to okay, I decided to okay, go abroad. Okay, I decided to go abroad. It means like I decided to travel to a different country. Um, I decided to uh, visit a different country, number one, or I decided to leave in this country. So it has these two meanings, okay? It has these two meanings. It could be just visiting because for touristic purposes, or it could be just moving to a different country, okay? Moving for working and living there. So that is to go abroad, okay? We have two things. Now, you can say, I want to go abroad to study. So we're gonna use to if you want to use a verb. Okay, to study. I want to go abroad to work. I want to go abroad to visit my parents. Okay, you use to a lot. You use to a lot. Oh, give me a second, guys. Deme unos segunditos. Voy a ponerle. Le falta aquí. Tinta. Ok. Listo. Vamos a continuar. Okay. To go abroad. Okay. To study, to visit, to work for different things. Okay. Now, the other possibility that you can use here is for. For example, I decided to go abroad for a month. So we use here the preposition for. Okay, purpose. Why are you traveling? I'm traveling for a month. I'm traveling for work. I'm traveling for um, 3 weeks. Yep. Or I'm traveling for my honeymoon. I'm traveling for my vacations. Okay, that's a for purpose or time. Entonces, si tú vas a utilizar un verbo, utiliza to. Voy a viajar para estudiar. I'm going to travel. I want to go abroad to work. Voy a ir al extranjero para trabajar. Puedes utilizar for, que es para propósito o tiempo. I decided to go abroad for a month, ¿no? Yo decidí ir al extranjero por un mes. ¿Ok? Tiempo. Pero puede ser para propósito. I decided to go abroad for my honeymoon or for my vacation. Decidí ir al extranjero por mi luna de miel o por mis vacaciones. ¿Ok? For my prom trip, ¿no? Por mi viaje de promoción. Yes, you can use it too. Entonces, aquí tienes dos palabras que puedes utilizar juntas. Okay, very good, guys. That's what we have here. Please remember to keep tapping, yes. And thank you very much for sharing the live too. Okay, bienvenidos a los que se están conectando. Estamos viendo el tema de collocations, frases que siempre van juntas, palabras que siempre van juntas. Honey, Mars for Elon Musk. For Elon Musk. What's that? Okay. Manny, thank you. I'm so happy that I don't have to go abroad because I'm good staying home. Okay. Scott, good job. Yes, please, don't forget to like the video. Chicos, si están por aquí por YouTube también, recuerden que las transmisiones se hacen por tres canales. Son clases en vivo, lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 11 de la mañana, hora de Perú. ¿No? Si están aquí por YouTube, por favor, no se olviden de darle like a la clase y escribir ahí en los comentarios, teacher, hello, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm learning a lot here. Ok, si pueden participar, mucho mejor. Ok, si lo estás viendo por diferido, recuerda también dejar tu comentario en la sección de comentarios. Si estás por aquí por TikTok, no se olviden de darle ahí tap tap a la pantalla y compartir también. Ok, me ayudarían también bastante con la meta de regalitos que tenemos por aquí para poder llegar o para poder cumplir las tres metas que tenemos, ¿ok? Son 10 corazoncitos, 10 fuegos artificiales y un corazón grande, ¿ok? Confío en ustedes, chicos. I trust you guys. I decided to go abroad from Ukraine. Okay, but something went wrong. Okay, Jordan. Thank you, Kenya. Thank you so much. Maybe I will go abroad in summer, but I have doubts about that. Okay, very good. Nikki Maya, hello. Very good, thank you. I like to go abroad from Moscow winter. Okay. We plan to go abroad during the summer holidays. Yes, good job. I want to go abroad to brush up on my English skills. Yes, very good. Marcos, thank you very much for being here. How are you doing? Oh, we have two Marcos here. Okay, we have Marcos and Marco. Great. I will I would like to go to Russia. Ana Ávila, I would, I will not, I would. O abreviatura o contracción, I'd like, me gustaría. I'd like to travel to Russia. Yes. Okay, guys, let's continue with the following sentence. Listen to me and write, guys. Okay. Listen and write. Okay. I want to go abroad after college. I want to go abroad after college. I want to go abroad after college. That's the sentence, guys. I want to go abroad after college. Okay, si quieres hacerlo más corto, I wanna go. I wanna go abroad after college. Okay, let's write it down. Vamos a escribirlo. Recuerden, tenemos I want, I want to, o puedes decir I wanna. Okay, I want to or I wanna go abroad. I want to or I wanna go abroad after college. Okay. Me gustaría viajar al extranjero. Okay, I want to go abroad. Después de la universidad, ¿no? College. Muy bien, vamos con la siguiente, número 6. Number 6, guys. Continue. Continue tapping, guys. And write the following sentence. Okay, the following collocation is, okay, to pay the rent. Okay, guys, when do we use to pay a rent? Travel. Yes, you can use travel. Travel abroad, go abroad. Both of them are possible. Number 6, to rent or to pay the rent. Okay, when do we use to pay the rent? To pay for using an apartment. Okay, so if you want to live in an apartment, but you don't have your own apartment, you have to pay the rent. Yes, you have to pay the rent. Good job. So, when do we use this? Um, you can say like, I need to pay the rent. I pay the rent. I pay the rent um on Friday maybe, no? I pay the rent or I have to pay the rent on Friday. Okay. You can use this like I paid simple past. I paid the month. I pay the rent late last month. I paid the rent, sorry. I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna pay the rent. Okay, late. It means that I didn't pay the rent on time. So we have two possibilities. You can pay the rent on time, on time, or you can pay the rent late. Maybe a few days later from normal. Okay, pay the rent late, pay the rent on time. You can, some people, for example, have to work a lot. No? You can say, oh, I have to work a lot just to pay the rent. Yes, just to pay the rent. Non-permanent, so only temporary. Yes, that's what we have here. Yes, very good, very good. Now we are going to continue with your sentences, okay? Recuerden, pay the rent, pagar la renta, pagar el arriendo. I make an exception and didn't pay the rent on Friday. Yes. Pay the rent when you're using an apartment, Georgetown. Pay for permanent apartments, yes. I pay the rent monthly. Okay, that's something very logical. Okay. Now let's continue with this part. Okay, listen and write, guys. Listen and write. Okay. Hmm. It's hard to pay the rent in New York. It's hard to pay the rent in New York. It's hard to pay the rent in New York. Mark didn't pay the rent. Mark, yes, I remember Mark last class. We were talking about Mark a lot last class. Yeah, I remember. Okay, guys, it's hard to pay the rent in New York. Listen, all right. You can say it's hard to, or it's hard to pay the rent. It's hard to pay the rent in New York. Yes, obviously. Um, New York is uh, one of the most expensive cities, I suppose. Yes. So what's the sentence again? Okay, it's hard, right? It's okay, it's hard to, or it's hard to pay the rent. Okay, it's hard to pay the rent in New York. Good job. Okay, guys, let's finish with the last collocation here. Okay, this is the last collocation we're gonna see this day. And it is this one. Okay, have a go. Okay, when do we use have a go? Oh, let's have a go. Let's, okay, give it a try. Oh, let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Let's try this. Okay, let's have a go. Let's have a go. That's what you can use in this part. Okay, keep an eye on Mark. He wants to go abroad without paying the rent. Yes. Anna, hello. How are you doing? Okay, Nani, hello. Thank you very much for asking people to tap tap. Yes, please, guys. Remember to keep tapping on the screen. It's hard to pay the rent. Yes, Marcos, it's also possible. But you need to use this expression, okay? It. We never say is, no? Is hard because we need a subject. The subject here is implicit. We use it's. It's like we never say is important. Is important? No. It's important. Yes. Now, we have a go or give it a try. Okay. Now, in the case of have a go, we always use the preposition at. Okay, hey, let's have a go at this class. Let's have a go at English. Okay, it's like give it a try at English. Okay. Oh, there is a new restaurant in the city. You can say, hey, let's have a go at the restaurant. Let's have a go at cooking. I've never cooked, but I would like to try. Let's have a go at cooking. Yes, at cooking, I don't know, maybe Chinese food or American food. Yep, that's how it is, guys. Okay, good job. Let's finish with the last sentence. Okay, listen and write. Let's finish with this. Okay. He was she was nervous but decided to have a go. She was nervous but decided to have a go. She was nervous but decided to have a go. She was nervous but decided to have a go. Okay, let's write it down, guys, and we're gonna finish here. Okay, she was nervous. Okay, she was nervous but decided, okay, to give it a try or to have a go. Well, guys, that's all the sentences we're gonna analyze today. It was great to have you here, and please remember to practice a lot with these sentences. The topic is collocations. It means words that always go together. You can separate or you can use other words in most of the cases. Okay, they always go together, like if they were friends. Okay, so please take a screenshot of this. And with this, we're finishing today's class. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye first on YouTube and tell you guys that it was very nice to have you here. Please remember to keep um, like the video, keep liking the videos, and check the previous classes that we have about this topic, okay? Go to the playlist section and you're gonna find there all the classes that we have been doing previously. Well, thank you so much, guys. See you around. Bye bye.